Hello, everybody. Welcome to Ohio State Calling Show live, presented by FanDuel here at Ohio State, the voice of college football. We are your hosts, Garrison and Cleveland Mike. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Also, be sure to check out our website at www.bocfb.com, where you can check out all the awesome writers that we have here at the network that also keep up to date with everything that's going around the college football landscape. And also check out the weekly schedule, which we actually probably have to update, but the weekly schedule. Yeah, not probably we do.
The off season, we gotta have the off season schedule and the in season schedule.
Yeah, you ain't lying. You ain't lying, Mike. And by the way, everybody, if you're tuning in, man, you see a face here that you haven't seen in a while. I wish I had like a clap emote to go on here to make the sound, but man, our boy Cleveland Mike is back. Mike, I'm glad to see you.
Yeah, good to be back. Good to be back, man. Like I tell everybody every year, man, right there around playoff time is right when dance season kicks off. So I've been in dance dad mode. So
how's she doing?
Man, she honestly, she had her first time performing on stage by herself for her solo. I was worried that she would probably run off stage, but she did not do that. She did pretty good, man. She messed up on a couple things, but she completed it. She finished it. I was happy for her. And in her group performances, she really did that. She wasn't nervous then. And they placed like first and second in the same category. And she was like, well, we lost. We got second. And I'm like, you beat yourselves. Congratulations. So it's been good. It's been good.
That's good, man. I'm glad to hear that. If you guys don't know, she's dope. Like wins big competitions. Number one in the country. Per 247. We haven't. Yeah, one day. Well, let's get to it here, Mike. We were talking before the show about, and we're gonna get to that position group, but I'm gonna bring this up here. We both had this on our docket to talk about. So this right here is the projected depth chart. Everyone watching right now from 11 Warriors that they posted. Lettering is kind of small here, but yeah, it's the 3 deep here from quarterback to punter, kicker, safety, and long. I'm not even sure why we have 3 long snappers. But but yeah, it's the whole thing here, Mike. Where do you want to start?
Well,
you want to start with our conversation? We'll start with getting to.
No, I kind of want to start on the defensive side.
Okay,
because I know some fans already started talking about it on the X app, and one thing has been talked about in group chats as well is Riley Pettichon not starting?
Okay. All right. So I think when it comes to that, I get why they believe Allegro's probably going to start. Well, why does that look like that? Why? Okay, no, we're going to stick here. Why Allegro's probably going to start. But with that being said, Mike, no. Riley Pettyjohn was a true freshman starting last year. Now, and to be quite honest with you,
not starting, but getting ready.
That's not starting, but he played a lot. Like I would liken it to kind of like I mean, we played a lot of freshmen on defense last year, but I actually don't think Allegro should be a linebacker. I think he should be a backup edge. When you watch at Wisconsin, he wasn't all that great at linebacker. He just wasn't. That's just the truth of the matter. Like he would run to the line, get tackles. That's what he could do. But he can't cover. He doesn't do all the extra stuff that I believe Riley Pettyjohn can do. Actually, that I've seen Riley Pettyjohn do and do it pretty well on the collegiate level as a true freshman. But this guy, he's a heat seeker. He likes to put his nose in there. I prefer to see him there. I don't. There's that, Mike, and just on the fact that no, he should not be starting over Riley Pettyjohn. And I think if you do that, you're setting a bad precedent.
Yeah, so it kind of goes to the conversation that we were speaking on earlier. I believe that I don't know if the philosophy has changed for Ohio State or if it's just because of the way our schedule is this season. But one thing that I do believe is this coaching staff wanted guys, like you said earlier when we spoke off camera, was they wanted guys with experience. They wanted guys who already had reps. And I believe that Riley will not be starting this year. I think that he will be rotating in maybe a lot more than what he did last year. Or, and this is one thing that I do like about Matt Patricia is he's going to have some packages for guys. I believe we saw way more rotating in our defense last year than we have in a very long time, right? So
Yeah,
he already knows Riley's skill set. He's going to learn this other guy's skill set as well. I would say that if we weren't in these times that we are right now, Riley would be a for sure starter. My biggest thing is we don't have a Jim Knowles here, so you don't got to worry about an Arvell Reese type sitting on the bench and only getting 1 year wonder out of him. I don't think that's something that we have to worry about. And also, Riley trusts the process, and his dad trusts the process as well. When you listen to his interview when we had him on here, he talked about his conversations with James Laurinaitis, and it just seemed like them two are always on the same page. And we know that these players and these coaches, around the end of training camp or end of the season, they have these conversations with these parents as well. So, I mean, like I said, Riley, we've seen him. He's not your average or was not your
no,
average freshman. He was throwing offensive tackles around as a freshman
he's a
in
big kid.
spring.
He's a
Yeah,
big
like
kid, man.
yeah. So like I said, that was one thing that I criticized Jim Knowles about, right? In a year two, you had no packages where Arvell could just go after and get ball. I'm 1,000% sure that Matt Patricia is gonna see, hey Riley, go get ball.
He scored a touchdown last year too. Forgot about that. Yeah. And also, I was laughing inside when you said, holding Arvell back for 2 years, and then I was thinking to myself, then you have idiots like me who thought he was a sophomore. That's tough, man. That boy was just sitting on the bench, man. But that is interesting though, because but on top of that though, I mean, the rest of that linebacker room though, when you look at it, I mean, what James Laurinaitis has done in that room, I mean, Riley Pettyjohn, TJ Alford, Peyton Pierce, Sincere Johnson, Eli Lee. And people forget Eli Lee was actually a well wanted linebacker out of high school. Um, that room, Mike, when you look at that three deep, it looks really good.
Yeah, I mean, and then you talk about a guy like Garrett Stover, who will probably be mostly used on special teams or
Yeah.
whatever. But I mean, yeah, what James Laurinaitis has done with this linebacker room is just it's a wonder from what we had, man. Shout
Mm-hmm.
out Still Chambers, but I mean, I think he'll even testify like these guys can do some things that I just can't do.
Yeah.
The thing about the linebacker room right now, I believe, is all mental. We know that Riley has the skill sets. We know TJ has the skill sets.
Mm-hmm.
It's all mental. And one thing that we have heard is from James Laurinaitis is how high he is on Peyton Pierce. So, I know as a fan base, we might sit here and be a little nervous or whatever, but the dude's a scrappy kid. He's been playing that
He
linebacker
gets a lot of
position
hate,
for a
Mike, and
while.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, I think that I do know why. It's because people have PTSD of the Tommy Eichenbergs and
Oh,
who
wait,
was
wait.
the
All
Who is the
American,
other one?
all American Tommy Eichenberg.
See, there's a difference though. There's a difference. See, you have Tommy Eichenberg, who's an All-American in the 2022 defense.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There was a big difference.
Yeah,
So that's what I try to explain to people. Like when him and Steele, they played their best at linebacker when they weren't really having to think. They were just
going.
That's when they played their best. Then you see they got to react, all that. It was too much. And then we already heard, even from the Penn State players, they was over there talking about they was doing geometry and cal and trig while trying to learn the defense, bro. No, it's crazy.
What?
I mean, they was just saying like Jim knows it's
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, okay. Like it's a lot trying to learn his defense because then he'll try to say, "Oh, I'm simplifying it by using one word," but that one word means 100 damn things. If this happen, it's stupid, bro. So that's why when you see Ohio State giving up explosives, it's because okay, this group is thinking this. This group is thinking this, and then in the back group is thinking something else.
Yeah.
No, bro, they weren't working as one.
What do we learn?
It's hard to work as one.
What do we learn as kids, Mike? One band, one sound. Shout out to Drumline. So, Mike, let's get to the conversation we were having before we start the show at the wide receiver spot. I'm gonna say this because, and this is what I was gonna say this, but now I say, you know what? Let's just wait. I think, or I believe, the wide receiver room today is in a better position than it would have been had no one left in the portal and had none of these guys been on this team. I truly believe that. I think that when you look at the wide receivers that Ohio State has right now, and like on the depth chart right now, of course, Jeremiah 1, Chris Henry as wide receiver 1. I don't think that's going to be that. I don't think that's unless Chris is just that guy, and there's a really good chance he is. I don't think he's going to be wide receiver like starting this year. I just don't. Like, why do they have Devin McEwen behind Chris? They don't play the same position. Why is Devin McEwen behind him?
It's about outrage plenty of times when they do this. But, I mean, the biggest thing is, I mean, if you're going that route, I don't know. We don't know how these guys are because this is a different system. You hear about how difficult everyone always talks about the Ohio State offensive playbook. Even Jeremiah even spoke about the offensive playbook. The reason why guys like Chris Olave, Terry McLaurin, Jackson Smith and Jigba, the reason why they say the transition from college to the NFL is seamless is because of the NFL playbook or style of concepts that these guys go through, right? Now, at these other schools, you know, they maximize these guys' skill set. We might start asking these guys to do things that they're not used to doing because one thing that Ryan Day always speaks about is we don't want them to pick up on tendencies and things like this, right? So it's hard for me to sit here and these guys just got into our program, just getting into our system and saying that it is better when I know the way we develop wide receivers or whatever, and we're talking about guys who have been developing in this and now have departed. I mean, I think that both me and you off air agreed that if, you know, the wide receiver had to stay how it was, that Quincy Porter would probably be starting this year.
Yes, and I agree on that. Yes.
And that if he did not get hurt, that they had plans for him to rotate in more. So, I mean, it's to be determined. It's to be determined.
Do you think Quincy Porter is a better wide receiver than Kyle Parker today?
Kyle Parker's more of a slot, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Kyle Parker's more of a slot, right? Yeah. Kyle Parker's more of a slot, right?
He can play out. He plays some out.
It's just it's hard for me. My thing is I like Quincy Porter's
Yeah.
skill set. I like Kyle Parker. I hope that we play him inside. That's where I want him. But you're talking about you talking about that Quincy Porter, that body frame, big body frame, the athletic, freakish things. You talking about how you can just throw up the ball and you're not like contested catches. I'm not worried. Contested catches was something I was always worried about with Mylan Graham, right? And that's something that he needs to work on. And I think that he's going to be fine once he works on that. But I mean, Quincy Porter, I think, was just a different beast, bro. Like, I think he's nice. If he can stay healthy, bro, I think he's going to be nice.
Yeah. And I think, like, the way I feel about Quincy is that because when we were talking, we were like, it was a different conversation somewhat, but we were talking about, like, guys, being paid. We were talking about Bo. And I, like, for me personally, when it's coming out that Quincy's asking for more money, I can't justify 4 catches for 50 yards and an injury until the fall or till the summer. I can't use that and justify you getting more money. And I can understand if you allegedly or wanting. And I can understand, like, hey, I mean, it ain't like you went to West Virginia. You went to Notre Dame, who's trying to go for a title this year. So, and you're gonna get the ball more. I mean, you would have got the ball at Ohio State. But
speaking of money wise, right? Quincy Porter came back this year and had won the starting job. Do you agree that he should be making the same thing that he was making last year?
I think he should make the same thing he made last year until he shows otherwise, and it takes a full season. Like, I'll give you an example.
That to me is it's not realistic and it's not right. So it's not right. I don't.
You think Ohio State should have paid him more money?
I believe that Bo should have started getting money. They should have already had Bo's money on the damn table as soon as they realized that he was the best running back in the room.
Yes. Well, I'm saying though,
but because they want to wait till end of the season, that's BS. I mean,
so, all right, wait,
I don't agree with it.
Okay, all right. So, you're a Steelers fan. A player on this is the way I see it. I think that if you sign a contract, and college football contract, college sports contracts are finicky. They're not ironclad like like the ones me and you sign for our jobs or any other person that has an adult job, right? I just can't justify. Like I would say, if Quincy Porter stayed at Ohio State and he had an outstanding season midway through the year, I believe Ohio State should be prepared at the end of the season to give him his money. Hopefully it's an amount that he will accept. I'll give you another example. It's kind of like
Hold on, Garrison.
Yeah.
Garrison, before you move on. Now, me and you had this discussion and you agreed. Guys on our offensive line regressed, right?
This year?
Yeah. This season, guys on our offensive line who we was expecting to take that next step, they actually look worse than they did last year.
I don't. If I said it, then I said that. If I said it, then I said that. I'm not going to switch it up now. If I said that, I said that.
All I'm saying is guys on our offensive line where we had issues a lot this year, they got raises.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. And this is why. No, but this is why.
Like, that's my thing, bro. Like,
Mike,
if we know for a fact you are about to take a next step up. The only thing that's holding you back or anything that has held you back is injury. That's it. That's why I'm not paying you. I know that you're about to be my projected starter, but the only reason I'm not going to pay you is
I already paid you. I already paid you. I already paid you. Well, I already paid you. What I'm not about to do is give you a raise off of 4 catches for 50 yards.
Bruh, that's
And then Mike,
listen,
hold on, Mike. And then here's the
you
thing.
not paying your projected
What?
starter. Okay, that
No,
means
no, Mike, Mike. I
that
didn't say not
Julian
pay him.
saying, hold
I
on,
didn't
that
say
means
not
that
pay him. I
Julian
say no
saying did
raise.
not have to got a raise
Julian
until
Saint was in
after.
New York City.
Hold on. No, what I'm saying is you jumping ahead.
Uh-huh.
Julian's first year starter, before he ever touched the field against Texas, you do realize when he was sitting behind Will Howard, right?
Mm-hmm.
He did not get that same check. He got a raise
right,
because
Mike,
he was a projected starter.
No, I hear you. So listen to this. So maybe close to a month ago, I had Chris on here. We were having a conversation about the transfer portal for Ohio State, and we both kind of agreed on, and like what I told you, like I had talked to someone's dad. He said the same thing. Ryan Day is treating his program like an NFL program, and if you're Ryan Day right now, you had a wide receiver on your team being Quincy Porter, who was one of the top paid players on the team. And sadly, due to injury, it didn't come to fruition, or like you didn't get the money out. To be honest with you, a lot of these high school kids are getting paid over what they probably should be. Like the ones that are being paid big, they're being paid over what they probably should get out of high school because you haven't done anything on the collegiate level to garner that money. The offensive line is more important than Quincy Porter. The quarterback is more important than Quincy Porter.
I was making a point of you had I get it. They are more important than the one position or whatever, right? But my whole premise or whatever, the whole point is you first said if you're not proven, you should not get a raise.
Yeah.
We paid guys who weren't even proven yet. We've done it.
Like on the offensive line?
And we paid guys who haven't proven a full season. Yes, on offensive line. Julian, we never got a full season out of him before we upgraded him.
He's the quarterback.
I give that to him. But, I mean, that's literally saying we didn't know that he was going to be in New York. Did you know that he was going to be in New York?
I had him in New York at the beginning of the season.
Did you know that he was going to throw for 70%?
No, I had him for 40 touchdowns.
Okay. Anyways.
No. 70, I had him over 70%.
Is you believe in paying guys based off of potential. You can't tell me that Quincy Porter.
Somewhat.
Okay. My thing is we got to pick one.
No, I'm a very great person.
I feel like we got to pick one. You can't say, hey, I'm going to pay you off of potential or whatever, and then sit here and say, hey, you haven't done anything, so I'm not paying you or giving you any extra money because you haven't done anything. Even though this guy hasn't done anything,
and you're not going to play any football, and you're not going to play any football until mid-summer or the fall.
I mean, who else? We just paid a couple guys. What's his name? Isaiah West. He got a raise and he was hurt majority of the season.
And he was still more playable than Quincy Porter.
More serious injury. That's because Quincy Porter had a more serious. That's what I'm saying. So you agree, hold the injury against him. That's what you're saying. Now just say it, Garrison.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, bro.
You would not say that earlier.
No. I am now.
You holding the injury against him. You first said no.
No. I said that. Then I apologize. I misspoke because I have gotten to a point now for college athletes, specifically in football, where I am going to treat you more like I treat an NFL player. And what I'm not going to do for an NFL rookie who didn't play a lot, has immense potential, but is about to miss an off season of football, And if that guy came to me and asked me, because I'm not necessarily talking about paying him. I'm talking about you asking for the raise.
But here's my thing. I think it's wrong comparing it to the NFL because when you sign your contract or whatever, it's 3-4 years. These kids are signing year to year. Like your contract only means anything for a year for that season. So it's disingenuous to compare it to the NFL or whatever when this is a completely different game, completely different market. All I'm saying is if you truly can look me man to man in my face and say, hey, man, I believe you're going to be our starter, but you should be getting paid like you sitting on the bench. I'm going to call you wearing your face bullshit. And I'm walking out the door.
Let me ask
how
you.
I feel in this market, especially when you said that freshman who you first said, if you haven't proven yourself on a collegiate level, I'm not paying you.
More. I'm not paying you more. I'm not paying you more.
Okay, you're not paying you more.
Yeah.
But we paying guys way more than him who have never even touched a blade of grass.
More than
nothing but potential.
More than Quincy?
Bro. Do you really?
Oh, wait, I mean, like on this team?
Yeah, there's.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yes,
Chris Henry's getting paid more than more than him. Yeah. So
okay, but here's the thing: even your plan isn't to start Chris Henry his freshman year. Like I even said, what I wanted to plan for Chris Henry was to maybe start the season off getting maybe 20%, maybe 30% rotating in, and then see how it goes from there. So
I don't even know if he's the best wide receiver, best wide receiver in his class coming in. So let me ask you,
you're going to pay him more than Quincy Porter, though.
No, so let me ask you this: do you believe? And I'm not talking. Take away the potential. Take away what he probably could have been, because I'm only going to talk about the things that happened. Do you believe Quincy did anything in 2025 to garner him getting a raise?
From what I saw with my eyes, I believe that Quincy was going to be the other wide receiver starter.
That's not what I asked you. That's not what I asked you. I said,
hold on, you didn't let me finish. You cut me off, correct? Did you cut me off or did you let me finish?
I didn't cut you off.
All right. From what I saw on the field, college snaps, I felt Quincy was going to be the next starter next to Jeremiah. So with that being said, yes, I believe he was worth a raise. If a guy is about to be a starter, no way am I paying you and looking you in your face and saying, hey, you're fighting for a starting position. I believe you're going to be the starter, but I'm going to pay you like you're sitting on the bench, like you're still the fourth string, fifth string guy.
He's getting paid like a starter. He's getting paid like a starter.
He was not getting paid like
he was making over $1 million. What are we talking about?
He was making over $1 million?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait, it was well known. He was one of the highest paid players on the team.
Okay.
And again, you answered my question. You did, but I'm asking a very specific question. Did you believe he did anything on the field last year, production wise?
I just said that.
Oh no, you did.
You said literally said that.
You said based off the 4 or 5 catches he had, he deserved.
I literally said what he did in a college game. I felt like this guy's the next man up. And if it wasn't for injury, which everybody, majority Buckeye fans agree with, if it wasn't for injury, we would have saw more of him. We were begging for him until we found out he was injured.
But he did.
We went from begging to see more of this kid.
But he did.
Begging to see more of this kid. Went from salty he was being hurt to.
But he did get hurt. He did get injured.
That's what I said. I know he said. I said we went from being salty. He got injured. That's what I said. We went from being salty. He got injured.
I would like, dude.
Oh,
no. Of course, we'd rather have.
He might not have been this. He did.
No, but that's not what I'm saying, Mike. what I'm saying is that like overall, to back to the depth chart though, overall, I think the depth chart wide receiver wise today is better than it would have been had those guys not came and had we kept Quincy and Milan. I know this. I know this for damn sure. Milan ain't better than Kyle Parker. And Mike, you know it takes a lot for me to say that. You know I don't want to say that.
I don't know, Garrison. A lot of your evals I didn't have the question marks on, so you had some questionable.
Like who else?
We ain't gotta go there, man. Ain't nobody
buddy at Edge. Wrong. I was wrong about him. I thought he could take a leap at Ohio State. I was wrong about him. Milan.
What's the one everybody give you heck for?
Kyle?
Who'd you compare to Troy Smith, bro?
Kyle. But can we? Well, wait. Are we then allowed to talk about the third? Wait, are we allowed to talk about the second time transfer Devin Brown that you swore behind?
I didn't swear behind anything. I just said that. Here's the thing.
Kyle.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. All I did was go ahead and quote my coach. Did I not? And did Ryan Day not come out and say that he was ahead of him? That's all I did.
Y'all told me he was a liar, man.
Shit. I mean, I'll put it to you like this. One thing I know for a fact, which I said this before, is Devin got more balls than Kyle.
He also has more transfers.
Mine too.
Oh, but Mike, real quick, so we can put a cap on the wide receiver talk and get to other position. I'll tell you what, because we do have Kyle Parker who does mostly play inside. You have a 10-3 fast 4-3 running guy in McEwen.
But you missed the original conversation that we had. Because about
Brandon Ennis,
I have a question I want the fans to answer, or that we got to ask these people is do you believe that Kyle Parker, do you believe that he'll get more snaps than Brandon Ennis this season?
What do you think?
I think it's going to be hard to keep the guy off the field. Like I told you off air, I think it's really going to be hard to keep him off the field, man. And I know BI gets a bad rep or whatever. I wish people would watch the All 22, but it's just when if we're talking about wide receivers and I got to compare, I do think that right now Kyle Parker is ahead of BI. Just how I feel. So
I'll take a step further.
Like,
is he better than Devin McEwen right now?
We're gonna wait and see.
Is he better than Devin McEwen right now?
I don't know. I still got more.
He's not a better. Well, this is what I do know, because you are right about
that. But Devin don't play slot, so it's like I ain't watched that.
He can.
That's not where he about to play this year.
I'm not. How tall is he? 5'10"?
Oh, well, then he definitely need to be playing slot.
Yeah, he's playing slot.
Well, my apologies.
And Mike, but this is what I ask, because right now, right?
I gotta look this up.
Yeah, I think he's like 5'10", 5'11". If I'm wrong, fact check me. Because I have a really because this is what I also want to ask you, Mike. Because this is what is he a better football player than BI? I don't know that yet. What I do know is that he's a better athlete, and it's not even close. That's what I do know. You got it?
Yeah, he's 6 foot, 195 pounds.
That's a pretty good size.
He went to a school. He went to UTSA.
Say his stats throughout the year. I think his third year was really like actually takes up like half his production. What were his stats those years?
In 23, he had 546 yards. 24. He had 424 yards, and in 25, he had 726 yards. I guess what UTSA must have moved up to, I guess, G5, because back when I was watching them, they was in the Southland Conference getting spanked up on by my UCA Bears. So, I mean, I don't know. My thing is I just feel like if we go and we get somebody from the G5 ranks, man, like I feel like you should have a stat. Like, I
Well,
mean,
well,
you go
well, well
like, okay, let's look at the
I
better
checked out the rest of his team in that year. That like they're just bad and they had a bad quarterback.
the quarterback.
But Bi don't run a 10-3. He don't run a 4-4, 4-3.
That's fine. I just seen him. I've just seen him
You don't make
open.
guys miss like
I've
that.
just seen him open in
No,
I
Bi
think
be
one of the best defensive conferences in college football.
the best.
I mean,
No,
so
he be
I've
open, man.
seen him get open, and
Yeah.
to be honest, bro, like, do you not remember a time when we were sitting here like arguing about our wide receiver, even when we had Marv, like not getting separation? So I can't argue against that. I feel like just because like watching all 22, if a guy just looks his way and throws him the ball on time, I mean, even the one where he got the Julian saying got the interception or whatever. I was sat down in the zone on time. Julian threw the ball late as hell, like late as hell.
Right.
But everybody wanted to blame Bi, and it's like when Bi isn't open, that's the only time he get the ball thrown his damn way, and he be catching them passes. So I mean, it's very, very hard to. I don't know. I like Jam said, Bi is definitely reliable, man. And I gotta see it. It's hard for me to say, hey, you got to go up against these G5 teams, and his stats are pretty just about average. But every time they went up against a team that was actually good, like you went up against USF. They was one of the teams like that was actually battling with P14. He only had 7 freaking yards. So I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you what, Mike.
It's hard for me to get excited. The whole season, you only had one 100-yard game, and that was against what? Colgate?
But it's his quarterback and his team. They suck. Like they suck.
So you telling me I won't find no other wide receiver on that roster from UTSA to have multiple 100-yard game?
He was the best wide receiver on the team.
All right, I'm gonna find one.
But Mike, I pulled this up because I'm gonna tell you this right now, right? If Guilford or Chris Henry do take that other spot across from across from JJ. I don't know if you can see right now, but Bi ain't playing over this.
No, Kyle Parker. I already said Kyle Parker.
Yeah, he ain't.
I already got him ranked better than Bi. So maybe we need Kyle Parker on the outside.
Is there a wide? Maybe so. I'm gonna be honest with you. Is there a wide receiver that you think is not getting a lot of like attention? Because for me, it's Desi Jones. Because I don't know if you ever you probably I don't know if you remember his highlight tip out of high school, bro. But he was probably one of my favorite commits out of his class. Slot guy, really speedy, makes guys miss. I really like him. He kind of I'm gonna be honest. He kind of looks like a Devin McEwen, to be honest with you, just not as fast. But before we continue, everybody, quick message here from the Voice of College Football. Get your business product. Oh my goodness! I just exit out of it. Why would I do that? Now, why would I do that? Get your business, product, or personal brand to the next level by partnering with the Voice of College Football, and let's discuss how you also can reach your target market. The Voice of College. Check out one of our experience, one of our current partners, that being Win Agency and FanDuel. Posted here on the screen, and just like them, we are here to deliver for you. Contact us at sponsorships at vocfb.com. Again, that is sponsorships at vocfb.com today. Good grief, Mike. You got me all nervous. No homo.
It's been a long day, man. It's just been a long day. That's all.
But oh man. But to continue, Mike, there's a few more spots here. Oh no, Mike, I asked you, what wide receiver are you looking at that you don't think is getting talked about enough in this depth chart?
Uh, I don't know. I feel like everybody's been getting their due respect, man. I mean, I've heard people talk about Phillip Bell.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've heard people speak about Guilford. I don't understand how Adolph is still on this roster, bro. I mean, I appreciate dude, bro, but I thought he was out of eligibility by now.
Bro, I thought he was done too. He was
Yeah.
a he was a he was a red shirt. That's
So
crazy.
I don't know. Do they know something that we don't know? Like, did he just take a pill and become Superman, or what, bro?
Right. I mean, playing over Milan.
Which I think still to this day, like, is crazy, bro.
Don't drop my football.
I agree.
And block. But Adolf's not him. Let me see. Let me see. Oh,
I think something interesting we ain't talked about this
yeah.
offensive line.
Okay. I was about to go. Okay, cool. Because I was gonna go D line, but yeah, let's go O line first.
Yeah, because I mean, I've heard some of the defensive guys talk about who's hard. Who was I watching? Shout out my guy Dev from Buckeye Boys. He was interviewing Zion Grady, and Zion Grady was just talking about what's his name? Philip Daniels and Ian Moore are some of the top two guys or whatever. And I see that this has, Philip Daniels at right guard, Ian Moore at right tackle, man. But man, the way I be hearing the stories about Ian Moore from multiple players and from what I'm hearing from a couple sources, it's like, how is Ian Moore not playing left tackle, bro? We not just kick field to right. I have no idea. I need some explaining. I don't understand Carter Lowe being that right tackle. I feel like we need to get him ready for that left, but I guess I don't know. This whole thing, the whole jumbling of the offensive line was probably like the biggest thing that I was confused about, because also I feel like Josh Padilla got to get in there. Like, I honestly feel like he deserves to probably start.
Let me ask you this question. How would you feel if Serville got kicked back to right guard and you started Ian Moore and Carter Lowe?
I don't know. I gotta see.
Is it because you don't know what Carter Lowe is yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say, because here's my thing is, now that I said this, I felt like Carson Hinsman should have got kicked back to guard, right? We've been hearing amazing stories about Padilla at center for years. And I felt like the only reason Padilla didn't really get his start at center last year is because you had a first-time starting quarterback, right? So, you wanted to keep that, hey, a veteran in Carson, and then, a rookie in Julian. You wanted that. But now, why not kick Carson to right guard, his better position, Padilla at center, and we have some battles for this tackle spot, and we don't play no favorites whatsoever. Because I do believe that that's one thing that we, Ohio State, inside the Woody, that we have fell in a trap for too long, is playing favorites. Ryan Day, I understood you being loyal to all those guys who stayed during the transition because they could have left.
Right.
These are all your guys now. You know what I'm saying? Like, they came, they trusted you. It's time to stop playing favorites, bro.
One thing I got out of there too, there's a lot. I think this is probably one of Ryan Day's deepest offensive lines. Like, just looking at it real quick, I mean, Sam Greer, he could be a good player at some point. Deontay Armstrong. I mean, we kept the better of the twins. No shade Devontae. I mean, behind Luke, James Cook, Maxwell Riley. He's a freshman, true freshman, highly touted recruit, top 200 recruit.
He's the dog.
Yeah, then Carson Hensman, Josh Padilla, Philip Daniels out. He is at right guard. Gabe and Sickle. I mean, Gabe and Josh got on the field last year.
Yeah, Gabe let me down.
Hey, he let me down.
Let me down in that game, boy. He let me down.
I mean,
boy.
In Padilla, he held. I mean, but he had some good games. He had one game he started. He played good. Padilla played good in the third quarter against Miami. Then fourth quarter kind of fell off. But he had some good games this year too. Actually, he started. He was above Gabe on the depth chart even last year. That's why he got in before him, right? Why would I have on makeup? I just looked that damn good.
Shout out to Don for the 5, man.
Bro, I'm light skinned. Man, shout out to Don for the 5. Says Garrett's looking real white during Black History Month.
Oh, bro.
I'm supposed to. What am I supposed to do about being light skinned? Me get mad at my mom? My sisters look like. Hey, look, man. I tell people all the time, Mike. My sisters are my skin tone. I just wasn't baked all the way in the stomach. I came out a little bit medium rare. It is what it is, man. You know.
Everybody was talking about your hat.
My hat. Oh man, this hat right here. Shout out to Interlochen Golf Course in Interlochen near Traverse City. Great courses over there. But I was up there this past weekend playing indoor golf. My friend's dad owns the golf course. We stayed up there for the weekend. That was a good time. Shut up, Don. Man, shout out Don B, man. I'm glad to see you over here, man. We're gonna leave that up. That's hilarious. But yeah, Mike, the offensive line has a lot of talent back there. And not to mention, I mean, I think I had it up. Yeah, Sam Greer, he was a top 50 recruit.
Yeah, him and what's his name? Them dogs, bro. Them some pit bulls.
Yeah, Ohio boys.
Them some pit bulls.
What do you think about the D tackle depth? Actually, let's just do the whole D line.
Yeah, D tackle depth, man. To be honest, it remains to be seen. I don't know if we honestly, I don't think that people understand how lucky we got with having Mike Hall and then finishing that up with a Talik and then coming back and with the K-Mac. Like,
back-to-back first round.
Yeah, bro. Like, we got really lucky. So right now I'm at the point where with the D tackle, I gotta see it. I think it's crazy Edric isn't projected to be a starter, but I mean, I don't know. That he has to be a starter. Jason Moore being at number 3, I think is unacceptable.
Have John Walker over him.
Yeah, I think it's completely unacceptable. Yeah. The dude is just too big. Like, I have no idea, bro.
I don't know. Like, when I watch John Walker's highlights, the two things I definitely notice are he's a huge man and he moves people. Like, he's a roadblock. And Edric is more talented than him. I believe that. But what I do know, I wouldn't call it, or what I would say is that Edric is not a roadblock.
Well,
but I would still have Edric starting over him.
You can pin me on this, man. Put me on the record saying this. I don't care if I'm wrong. I'd be wrong. But Bo Atkinson over Epi. Yeah, I'm not feeling that.
I ain't jiving with that, Mike.
I'm not feeling that at all, bro. Bo Atkinson shouldn't even be over Wilder. Bo Atkinson need to go do some hot yoga, some car yoga, some whatever yoga. He need to. That boy is stiffer than an iron board, bruh.
Yes.
Like There's no way that I want to see that playing. I'd rather see Epi. I'd rather see Wilder. I think we got some nice young guys on the edge, bro.
Mhm.
But Bo Atkinson, right now, you're a veteran for the room. Play that coach role. But let the young guys eat. I'm shocked. I didn't even know Bo was still on the roster.
I thought he was a senior.
I
Well, no, I
thought he
knew.
was
I knew
gone, man.
he's a redshirt
I thought he
senior.
was
Yeah.
gone, man. What are we doing?
Listen, man, and Mike, I'm right with you. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I would prefer to be wrong about Bo Atkinson.
Nice. I would too.
But we got a job to do. And then yeah, but I will say like the I actually don't Mike, I'll tell you what. When I'm looking at it right now, I'm actually not too worried about defensive tackle depth. I do think James Smith is going to be a good player for us. Jason Moore had moments last year, and we talked about it, Mike. We had conversations about Jason Moore last season because what game was it, Mike, where Jason Moore he stopped the run on a 3rd and 1. And on a 4th and 1, he would have gotten a back-to-back stop, but then Caleb Downs pushed the dude forward.
Yeah, I don't remember which game that was, but he definitely showed flashes. But that's the thing. Ryan Day has been talking about Edric showing flashes. Jason Moore showing flashes. Jason Moore has shown flashes for what? 3 years.
I have
you know
a year.
What I'm saying?
I have a year.
But it's like, where's the consistency?
Right.
And that's what we need. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I have a worry about our defensive tackles or our defensive line in general, because I'm like, especially at defensive tackle, who's our next K-Mac? Who's our next Tyleek? Who's our next Mike Hall? Who do I know when they get in there that the D-line, the O-line is sitting there like, we can't move this fool.
I have a hot take.
Before K-Mac was even a starter, he was throwing guys like 5 yards back. No, we talking about in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Penn State guys. Like, we know Penn State, they got their trenches. He was throwing them guys 5 yards. Who's that guy?
All right, so you ready? It's not a hot take, but I'll say this. If anybody on that defensive line, there's a good chance James Smith could be the best player on that defensive line this season. And I'm only saying that because Larry Johnson is there. Like, if you're watching right now, if you see this later, Mike, we know who James Smith was coming out of high school. Last season, they rotated. I thought he had a decent season last year. He had some stats. But if Larry Johnson can tap into whatever James Smith is and has, cooking with grease.
So what you're telling me is we really 2 years away, maybe 2-3 years away from what we really need James Smith to be.
Is he a sophomore?
I'm not even sure.
Hold up.
Because my thing is, man, like it takes Larry a minute to get these guys in their toolbox and all of that stuff too. Sometimes when they transfer in, man, I don't know. This guy's been focused on nothing but football though, so he probably ain't got to go through the whole transformation of Taiwan Malone. We'll see.
James Smith is. Was he a junior last year? Yeah. Wow. He's a senior. So yeah, in 2025, Mike has.
We need him to be K-Mac. Now.
Yeah. So last year, Mike, these are his 3 years. Freshman year, 2 tackles, 1 solo, 1 assist, 1 fumble recovery, whatever. Sophomore year, 20 total tackles, 9 solo, 1 sack. Then last year, I mean, D tackle sacks or whatever. But last year he had 26 tackles, 16 solo, 2.5 sacks. And a pass deflection.
Yeah, he's gonna have to be that dude. He paid
Yeah, I think we're
398.
gonna need James Smith to be a guy, to be a dude. We're gonna need him to be a dude.
That I see this Scarlett. Shout out to Scarlett in game, I guess. They said that he is coming in to take over for K McDonald. Oh, got me nervous.
Because I'll put it this way, and also I mean Will Smith Jr. flashes last year, flashes. Those 5 guys, they got to be good, and I mean damn good next season. Yeah, I was right, Mike. I said this could probably take up a whole show. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Real quick before we move away, have you been doing what the heck? That was an accident. All right. Oh, what was I doing? Before we get in the show, everybody here soon. Mike, I want to show you this and get your thoughts on this early spread here for Ohio State, Texas. And of course, everyone, this is presented by our friends and our partners over at FanDuel. And if you're going to be a gamble, be a responsible one, but make sure you do it over there at FanDuel. Ohio State right now, Mike, a 2.5 point underdog at Texas. Over under 47.5. I can tell you right now, everybody, that's going to be an over. I think it's going to be an over. But what are your early thoughts right now going into that game playing Texas? Of course, we all know how big that game is going to be. This is the second time, Mike, in our lifetime that Ohio State and Texas have done a back-to-back, home and home. So this is really cool to watch. Oddly, last time when Ohio State and Texas played, Texas went through 2 different quarterbacks. They had Vince Young and then a true freshman named Colt McCoy. Do you have 2 starting quarterbacks here? What are you excited, in February right now about this game?
I mean, here's the thing. The home team gets 3 points or whatever. 3 points. So I mean that tells you that Vegas really believes this is a pick'em. It's a coin toss. They don't know which way it can go, right? And right now, I would favor I don't know, maybe Texas, right? They're at home. Basically to preview.
Mike, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Mike. I'm sorry to interrupt you. David, hell no. No.
Honestly, David, I might not have no issues with it, man.
Really?
The stuff I've been hearing about Will Smith Jr. and it just continues to get better and better every year. Yeah.
He dealt with some injuries last year too, because he was playing really good, Mike.
He was throwing some people back. So
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie to you. There was a point
if he take another step, I wouldn't be shocked. We see him start, and I mean, sometimes the way Matt P like to roll, depending on the team, it could be one starter this week, one starter the next.
And I'll be honest with you, Mike. There were times last year where I was like, "Wow, I'm watching Edric, and I'm like, throw Will Smith in the game."
Exactly.
Throw Will Smith in the game.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, Mike. I mean, I interrupted you.
But no, I mean, I don't know. It's like there's a lot of question marks with what's going on in Ohio State. Losing the guys we lost on defense. How's that going to work? You lost Carnell Tate. How's that going to work? A little bit of question mark. So we gonna see, man. But I see my people in the chat. They very confident. I said I was gonna go to this game, but man, after that dang on Cotton Bowl performance I went to, I don't know, man. I cannot be that upset again, bro.
No, Don, bro, I haven't had a haircut in 2 weeks, bro. I've been grinding at work. I don't got time for haircuts. I man, like, well, he says, please keep the hat on.
He
Thanks
said
for the
your hair.
4.99.
When someone tells you your hairline is cooked, that means a haircut can't fix it.
No,
He
no, no.
basically
It
telling
definitely
you to
can.
go. He
But the thing is, Mike,
basically telling you to go bald.
no, not yet. I got a full head of hair. But the thing is, Mike,
He's telling you to go bald.
I need to see Don's hair. Because Don, you got a hat on in there. But but he says, and thanks to shout out to Don B for the $5. He says, please keep that hat on because your hairline is good more than you were your mom's womb. Oh man. Anyway, and so everyone doesn't get any doesn't take the context wrong. It's because I made a joke earlier about how I'm light skinned because I wasn't cooked all the way in my mom's stomach. So yeah, don't want people taking that the wrong way. And then Don's you skipping chat.
Your hairline ain't got good.
Hey man, shout out to Don, man. Shout out to Don B Warbucks. But no, Mike, I'm really excited for this game, as I'm sure you like you are, man. I like beating Texas. You know, I'm someone, Mike, that when it comes to college football, I hold on to grudges, and I'm still not over losing to Vince Young because Troy Smith couldn't play a full game. If he played the full game, we would have beat them. I still believe that. But you know, it's I think it's gonna be a fun game. You know, you're gonna have two guys who I think a lot of people expect to be in New York City at the end of the season. You have two teams, and everyone be sure to clock in with Mike on next Wednesday. He's gonna have a full show for you guys. Already has it outlined, so it's gonna be a really good show. And I'm not gonna go too deep here because I know there's gonna be something that Mike talks about. But you know, these are two teams, championship aspirations. You know, you got Sarkisian trying to get over the hump, and I think. Wait, and for Ryan Day, what's his biggest away game outside of the Wolverines? What's his biggest away games he's had?
I don't know.
Oregon.
Really, I mean, yeah, Oregon, but I was thinking about ones we might have won. I guess we don't really have like Penn State. That was a top 10 matchup.
Yeah. I don't think out of conference.
Nah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, man, I'm excited, bro. I can't wait to play them. I can't stand Texas. Horns down. Only two things come from Texas, and if you ain't a steer, or Mike, but yeah, man. Now Mike's tough. Mike is tough. No, but yeah, man. Yeah, no. I'm not gonna say the other half of that quote. But no, man. But yeah, Mike. Well, that's that. Well, everyone, that is tonight's show. We appreciate you guys all for being here. Of course, Mike came back, so we want to take this time to actually talk about some stuff and talk football for a second. But next Thursday will be the call-in show. Wednesday, Mike, what time are you going on?
Oh, hopefully 7:30 Eastern 7:30? Time.
Bet. And then I'll of course be here on Monday at 7:00 for the primetime show. And at Wednesday also at 11, you can catch Buckeyes live here with Mark Rogers. Mike, any last thoughts?
No, man, we appreciate you. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, man. And I'm glad to be back.
Man, I'm glad to have you back. It makes the show a lot more easier. All right, everyone. Well, thank you for being here. Everyone else, see you next time. And as always, OH.
IO.